Foolishly laying our hearts on a table, Philly stumbling in.
Whoa.
Philly Kid, what's up, baby?
Not too much, buddy. Not too much. Just anxious to speak with our guest.
You know, it worked out that the stars aligned because so Susie, we got our communications mixed up. She's on today now. She'll be on live with us in just a second. She looks fantastic. Her signal's great. Our folks are loading up right now, our viewers, but you know, and it just happened to work out. Suki couldn't be with us this afternoon. You have been dying to talk to Suzi Quatro. You sang her song last week, and you said to me, "Hey, why don't we get her on?" And bingo, I got her on for you.
Yes.
And it's been just an unbelievable, you know, a musical kind of week where, you know, we got more legends coming up. Susie, one of them. And listen, it's a very rare matinee for us here at 2 o'clock on the East Coast. You ready to start this baby up?
I'm ready, Scotty. Let's go.
The Suki and Scott Show.
This is one of the funnest shows I've ever done.
It's musical. It's magical.
Whoa!
This is a sexy show.
Someone's getting some action.
These larger-than-life personalities are on an exciting new journey as they bring you the Suki and Scott Show.
You guys nailed it. You're great. You ask great questions. You listen.
The Suki and Scott Show is your one-stop destination for humor.
You just got George's earwax all over your ears, bud.
Entertainment.
Jesse's girl.
Wonderful.
And optimism.
You guys have such amazing energy.
Let's laugh together.
I love him.
The Suki and Scott Show.
Yes, laughing together here on an afternoon show, Philly Kid. Even the lighting, and look how nice you look in the sunlight this time around. You look beautiful.
I know, man. You know, the sun is way up in the sky, and my windows are open. The natural lighting is the best, so you know, it's a good day. It's a good day.
That burn on your head is all gone. And listen, you're like the Mariano Rivera, the Suki and Scott Show, man. There's no better, you know, substitute co-host than you, bud.
Hey, man, I told you, you know, I always tell you I'm a team player. I'm on the bench, but if you need me, I'm in, coach.
Listen, here's what I want to do before we bring Susie in, and obviously we're going to play a clip from her new song. She's got a new album out, and last week you and I were on. We were in the OT. Suki had already left.
Right.
So basically, what we did was, you know, you always come on, you sing these beautiful songs. The women love you all around the world. You sang this, and then you said to me, "Can we get Susie on the show? Let's go back real quick."
And so we begin, foolishly laying our hearts on the table, stumbling in. Our love is a flame, burning within. Now and then firelight will catch us, stumbling in.
You still be laying our hearts on the table, stumbling in. Our love is alive.
You still got it, Scott.
Yeah, I had to. You know, you fooled me a little at the beginning with the different tune to it, but as soon as you went stumbling in, I'm like, wait a minute, Suzi Quatro. So that was that, and you followed up with, "Can we get Susie on?" So Philly Kid, Suzi Quatro, the legendary rock star, actress, musician. She does it all. She's been doing it for about 54 years now, if I'm correct. Hopefully she's not mad at me right now. But here's a part of her current song. She got the new album out, "The Devil in Me," and here's a clip from the album. And we'll bring her in on the other side. Take a look.
stigmatize. Don't categorize. Hey, baby, do you dance? Ow!
Ah, do you dance? There she is, ladies and gentlemen. Hi, Susie.
Nice.
How you doing? And do you dance? That's what I
listen, if anybody thinks you're slowing down at this stage in life, they are sadly mistaken.
No, and I got to correct you on one thing.
Go ahead.
I just turned 71 June the 3rd.
Okay.
And now I'm 58.
58. Oh, my God.
I've just released my 18th album. It charted around the world. I've published 5 books. I've done radio for 15 years. I've done TV. I've done the West End. I've had this huge, everything I've ever wanted to do, I've done. Let's put it that way. But all in this big ball of wax called what I call entertainment.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, yes.
Listen, we could literally, it would take us 2 hours to go through everything you've done in your entire career.
It was all in the documentary anyway.
Yeah. Listen, the documentary came out 2 years ago, kind of the story of your life. And I just want to read a quote and then we'll be off and running. This is a quote from you. I'll retire when I go on stage, shake my ass, and there is silence. That's your quote.
It has not happened yet.
Not yet. Not yet.
Yeah, I mean, you're still vibrant and going for it. I don't see it happening for a long time.
I've still got a lot to say, you know. I've made the 2 best albums of my career with my son, No Control and The Devil in Me. Unbelievable reviews.
Nice.
Writing for the next album. I'm writing my next novel. I'm an artist.
Here's the cover for Devil and Me right there. That's one of the new ones out.
I can't stop being an artist. That's who I am.
Yeah. And listen, it's
The Devil and Me.
Yeah,
it's on my playlist now. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Kid's got it on his plate. Listen, Susie, let's first thing I want to start with, because obviously, I figure when you were on Happy Days, I was around 15, 16 years old, because I'm about to be 55. Okay. So my first introduction to you, of course, was as Leather Tuscadero. And you were basically, every kid, my age, I'm like, wow, look at this hot rocker chick, right? And how did that come to be? Because you were so big over in Europe. You had hit songs in Europe and Australia.
Yeah,
huge tunes. I know you were born in Detroit and then you moved across, but how did that come to be with all the folks that they could have put in that spot as Leather Tuscadero? How did that come to be that you got the gig?
Oh God, long story short, it's all in the documentary, but I had started to tour in America with my UK band in '74. There was a little section there as explained in the film.
Okay.
You just didn't quite get what was happening on everywhere else in the world. You just didn't quite. It was Eagles and Linda Ronstadt when I first started to tour there. But I was on tour in Japan. I did like 15 tours there so far. And their casting director saw my picture on her daughter's bedroom wall on the cover of Rolling Stone.
Wow.
And she said, that's who we've been looking for. Who is it? And her daughter said, that's Suzi Quatro. So they asked me to fly over on my own money, which I did. I didn't know the show, I have to say, but my American publicist said, believe me, you want to give this a shot. So I went out and it turned into 3 seasons. So, and I've made good friends. I'm good friends with Emily. I'm still good friends with Ron. We email all the time. So I made two good lasting friends out of it.
Oh yeah, no, it's great, man. It's great. And we
you discovered me as Leather Tuscadero, who is Suzi Quatro. So it's so nuts.
Right. That's right.
In America, they go, oh, Leather Tuscadero. Everywhere else in the world, and I mean everywhere else in the world, they go, didn't you act in that show?
That's unbelievable.
And they sometimes don't even know the name of the show. So it was completely reversed, but it doesn't matter. As long as you discovered me, it doesn't matter which route you took.
I love
it.
Yeah,
I've been a huge fan for many, many years. And, and I, like a lot of people, I fell in love with you personally when you were on Happy Days. And, and looking back, it's at videos of those performances. I mean, it's obvious to see that you were light years ahead of your time. And, you sing some Elvis Presley, you sing quite a few Elvis Presley songs. And I saw a flash of Elvis's face in your new song video. Did you ever meet Elvis? And what's his influence on you?
Well, how long is your show? I'll try to make There have been approximately 10 or 11 epiphanies with Elvis that you can't write. The first one started at 5½, watching him on the Ed Sullivan Show, All American Family, sat down, 8 o'clock Sunday night, Ed Sullivan. And always Ed Sullivan would bring on something for the youngsters, he used to like to call it. So at the end, he brings out Elvis Presley. I'm 5½, okay? He starts to do Don't Be Cruel. Elder sister by 9 years is screaming. I'm looking at her. I'm only 5½, and I'm thinking, why are you screaming? What's the matter with you? And then I turned to the TV, and I went in. I can only describe it this way because it really happened. I went into the screen, like not like just in there, and in my head, light bulb at 5½, and I said to myself, I'm going to do that.
Wow.
Nice.
I think you kind of went ahead and did, no?
Well, apparently he was a big fan too. He invited me to Graceland. I didn't go.
Yes. I read that. I saw you doing an interview. What happened? You kind of you turned that down?
Okay. First of all, that was the first one. Then when I was 18, I was in the band for 4 years. I'm going to make them quick. We were watching TV and the comeback special came on. And I decided I was going to wear leather. So that's where that idea was born. Then fast forward 1973, I'm making my first album. We cover All Shook Up. Okay. And I did a lot of covers, at least one on each album. So once again, Elvis is in the picture. Then I went to Memphis on tour, my first American tour with the English band. And we were in the hotel room. I was on my own. The phone rang. And you're going to find this hard to believe. And it was Elvis's people.
Wow.
Okay. And they said, just a minute. And they passed over to him. I just went, I didn't have a chance to even react. He said, this is Elvis Presley, he said, I heard your version of All Shook Up, and I want you to know I think it's the best since my own.
Wow.
And would you like to come to Graceland while you're in town? And I said, I'm very busy at the moment.
What?
Oh, my God.
Okay, let me just take away the jerkness of that moment, if I can. I wasn't nervous to meet him. I wasn't ready to meet him. I wanted to wait.
Okay.
A couple more hits under my belt. I just wanted a little bit more equality,
Okay.
Then I was over there now we come up to not present day, but happy days. I was over there doing the audition. And I met the director, I met Henry, I met Ronnie, met everybody. We did a little reading and see if they like me. And they said to me, go back to the hotel and we will give you a call. We have to discuss you. So I said, okay. So I'm sitting by the phone on the desk, had the TV on in the background. They called up, they said, okay, we want you, but not just for the 2-parter. We'd like you for 3 seasons, total of 15 shows. And as I was being excited by that phone call, on the TV said, newsflash, the king is dead.
Oh.
I'm nearly coming up to the end. I got to finish it now. So nearly died. So I'm happy, sad, happy, sad. Then I come over about 3 months later, film my first episodes, and they bring this guy up to meet me. And they said, Suzi, we'd like to meet somebody. His name is Nudie, and he's going to be doing all your clothes for the show. That was Elvis's personal tailor.
Wow.
Wait, Nudie, N-U-D-I-E. Is that Nudie?
Yeah.
Is that the guy with the bar in Nashville? Is Nudie's is named after him, I think.
Yes. He was Elvis's personal tailor. And all of a sudden, he's making my clothes for Happy Days.
Yes.
How did this happen? And
Right.
apparently, Linda Thompson told me that he used to go to Rodney Binghamheimer's and go up to the top floor and hang there. Rodney Bingham was a huge Suzi fan. So she said Elvis would watch this poster of mine and some old film clips, me doing my stuff. And she said it wasn't in a sexual way at all. It was like an interested way.
Right.
And then I wrote him that, you have to Google it when we're done, Singing with Angels, which was my tribute to him, done with James Burton and the Jordanaires in Nashville at his studio. So it just goes on. Then to finish it off, James Burton said to me on that day that we were recording my tribute to Elvis. He said he was listening to some of my new album. And I said, how do you like it? And he said, I just want to say one thing to you. I said, what? He said, well, you got that thing that Elvis had. And I just went, you can imagine. I went, pardon? I said, what do you mean? What are you saying? And he said, okay, I'll try to explain it this way. Whatever you do, it's you.
Okay.
And he left it there.
Just be yourself.
Yeah.
Oh.
Nice. That's
my other stuff. So, you know, and if I had met him, he would not have been sitting on my shoulder spiritually like he was.
Right.
So I think that was my path. I kind of felt that, not to meet him, just to have him here.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, it may have been a whole. If you had met him, may have been, you know, oh, this girl's going to be my girlfriend eventually. It could have.
It might have gone there.
Right. It may have gone horribly wrong.
Not interested. You know, it never even occurred to me on that first light bulb moment when I was 5.5. It didn't occur to me, and it still doesn't now because I don't do gender. But it didn't occur to me that he was a guy and I was a girl. I'm exactly the same now. Right. I don't do gender.
And
nice.
back in that day, listen, you were, like we said, already a legendary rocker over there, but when you came here as Leather Tuscadero, you were kind of a sex symbol back in that point too. Did that sit well with you? Did you like being, you know, the badass rocker chick and a sex symbol as well?
I was who I was. The good thing about that is, and I've talked to many, many, many famous colleagues of mine, we've had this discussion, and usually in a bar after a big festival, we sit and talk, and it always gets around to me and the shock that went through the room when everybody saw me on TV the first time, this genuine rocking girl with a leather jumpsuit and a band of guys and, you know, doing what she does. And I always say to them, did it look like I was trying to show you, hey, look what a girl can do like a guy? And they always say, no. What did it look like? Just like you were being you. Okay, next question. Did it look like I was trying to be sexy? I said, look like trying to be sexy. And they always say, no.
Right.
What did it look like? You're just being you. So this is why I didn't care about being a sex symbol, because I wasn't trying to be one.
Yeah.
So it's, you know, sex symbol is in the eye of the beholder. Who said that?
I think that was Phil who said that to me last week.
No, but you don't take it serious. It makes me laugh. Everywhere I go, my husband watches it now for many years. Guys will do this. They'll go, hi. I had you on my wall.
I had you on my wall.
But then it's like, and no, thank you. And no, I don't want to hear any more details. That's enough. Thank you very much.
Right.
That's awesome. You know, I gotta tell you, Suzi, there's a lot of things in people's lives that events that happen, and people associate those for the rest of their lives. They remember where they were at when it happened, and this is one of those. And when the first time that somebody hears, "Our love is alive, and so we begin, foolishly laying our hearts on the table, stumbling in." I can remember where I was the first few times that I heard that song. I was dragging Main Street in my hometown of Moore, Oklahoma, and please tell me the story behind how that song came about. Because
okay, and I just want to tell you as well that the Wild One is in Cruella. Okay, my hit.
Is it in Cruella?
Okay. Nice.
But we were at a award ceremony in Germany, getting lots of awards. I was recording at the same time at EMI Studios in Cologne, and there was a VIP party afterwards for all the people that had won. So lots of famous people, and they had a house band on. Me being me, I grabbed several different famous people, and I said, "Come sing with me. Come on, let's go jam. Let's go jam." Nobody would jam.
Oh my God!
Damn it! I always like to play, especially for free, you know. Anyway, I finally grabbed Chris. I didn't ask him. I actually went, "Come here," and I dragged him.
Chris Norman.
I didn't want another no. So Mike Chapman, my producer, happened to be in the audience watching. He liked what he saw. He liked how it looked. He liked what it sounded like. He came in the next day to my session, came in, you know, and he just said, I never forget it. He had gone away that night, obviously. And he came in and he said to the engineer, "Turn on the tape right now. Give me a mic. Give me a microphone. I'm going to sing something. Suzi, get on the piano." I said, "Okay." And he said, "Now, every time I sing, I want you to go, da, 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 da." I said, "Okay." I am a piano. I mean, I'm a bass player, but I play piano too. So he went, "Our love is alive, da, 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 da. And so we begin, da, 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 da." He did the chorus, And I said, great. He said, yep, I'm going to go now and write the verse tonight.
Nice.
And when we recorded it, we did it. The reason it's captured such magic is because we did it like this. My band played on it, including myself on bass, obviously. And we did it face to face with the microphones. So Mike said, I wanted to sound like what I heard that night that you guys just got up and were jamming at a bar. So we didn't do line and line and line. We sang it to each other, which is why it captured that intimacy.
Yeah. Suzi,
Yes.
can you give us like 30 seconds of that tune? Little a cappella?
Oh my God.
What do you, oh, you got your guitar?
Our love is alive. And so we begin. I'm not warmed up.
Oh man.
Nothing to do that without the warming up the vocal.
Listen, I figured, you know what? While we're in that mode, let's take a little listen to The Devil in Me. I got a little clip of that too, because that's the new one. Let's talk about it on the other side.
The Devil in Me was the first single released. The one that you just played, Do You Dance? Is
Do You Dance?
But I love the video for this.
And The Devil in Me is the name of the album. Here it is. Take a little listen.
I'm no hero, marks on my soul. I made mistakes, I've been down that black hole. Ow, mama always told me, if you go astray, listen to your heartbeat, it will pave the way. Will the angels guard the devil in me? Will they shine their light so I can see? Will the angels guard that devil in me? Saint or sinner?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was rocking. That's a good running song. That's a good workout song. That's
Yes.
Everybody's loving the album. I never had such reviews. The last two albums I've done with my son, which I didn't see coming. You know, it just happened. Last album, No Control, he just said, Mom, I have to write with you. And like this is the new one now, The Devil in Me. With we were 3 demos in, never having worked together. And I just turned to the engineer and Richard and I said, you know, we're making an album. I don't know where it came from. And he got confidence on that one. And now this one, he just was steaming. He was steaming. So, wow.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, to be able to write with my son, that's a fantastic thing.
Yeah, and the suit is badass. Is that your design? That was tough. Nice.
Yeah, no, listen, you sound amazing. It's funny when I was looking through some of the YouTube stuff, there, you know how people can comment underneath. And one of the first comments, I wrote it down because I thought it was really cool. Under one of your songs, it says, and this is a quote from, I don't know who it was, just a fan. Back in my teenage years, Suzi was the complete girl, sweet and violent, the most beautiful rebel.
Oh, that's sweet.
Huh? Can you imagine?
Yeah, that's really sweet. And you know what's funny? When they hired me for Happy Days, Gary Marshall told me this. He's in my documentary just before he passed away, thank goodness. He said that they were looking, they had the script for 6 months. They couldn't find it. They wanted somebody who was tough, who was vulnerable, and who could sing and act. So I am both things. Oh.
There you are. I think you guys were doing the Fonzie dance right there, right?
his comment at the end of the documentary was one of my favorites. He really meant it from the heart, you know, very sweet.
You know, we've had on Don Most was on recently, Anson Williams was on recently, and you know,
I just emailed him yesterday. He's supposed to answer me back. Okay,
who's that? Anson?
Anson, yeah.
I haven't been able to get Henry on yet, but he, you know, love to have him. I mean, God, who didn't have a Fonzie poster when they were a little kid? But everybody just such, you know, fond memories of that show. You know, the friendship that lasted after the show with the reunions now. Of course, sadly, we lost a few of them.
I'll tell you a quick little story. I know we're running out of time, but this is a good one. My first Happy Days appearance, you know, a little bit nervous, never acted before, although I knew I could first time, and it's in front of an audience. So you're a little bit, so I'm standing backstage ready to make my entrance into Arnold's. Henry comes up and he says, how you doing? I said, fine. He said, you nervous? I said, yeah, I am just a little bit. He said, you're going to kill him, Susie. You're going to go, you're on. So I sauntered out with my hands on my hips, you know, doing my leather walk, you know, like that. Really got to my spot ready to speak in front of the audience. And the director goes, excuse me, Miss Quatro, what are you doing here?
Wrong day?
I said that was my cue. He said, no, you have another page. I went backstage and Henry was on the floor.
Oh, so they said that
I said, you bastard. And he said to me, Susie, now you're not nervous. I said, no, how can I be nervous? I just went out. He said, now go enjoy yourself. And the cheer I got when it came out.
That's so funny. That's great. Man,
I still owe him for that one, actually.
I mean, what a great cast. And like I said, you know, unfortunately, we lost a few of them, but
yes, we have.
The reunions. I know the guy. I know. I mean, Anson and Donna. They're still best friends, and it's just been phenomenal. But it's what a great break for you. I mean, what an amazing time.
What an honor to have been part of that show. You know, it was a good decision.
Yeah, you were. You know, you are an inspiration to many, many people. You've been in the business for many years, and you killed it, and you're still killing it. If Susie was just starting out today, and you had a chance to give her some advice, what would you tell her?
Do exactly what you're doing. You got it down.
There you go. Nice.
Would you tell her to just keep shaking her ass until until there's silence?
I said that at 35.
35.
Said to me, when are you going to retire? Gave him that quote. It's followed me now to the age of 71. Now when I turn my back and shake my ass and going, come on. You know?
Susie, listen, one more real thing I wanted to ask you about. I know before you were, you know, who you were in the group. You have several sisters that used to be in the group, right? The Pleasure Seekers. Here you guys are right here. I think that's you all the way on the right, correct?
Yeah, it is. Absolutely.
I mean, just, you know, now, are all 5 of you sisters or just a couple?
No, keep that picture up. It's the one on the left. Then the next one is mine. And then me on the end. So there were 3 of us and there's 4 sisters. But the 4 were never in the band at one time. Then the blonde one left to get married. She got married 7 times. Don't go there. And then the came in. Yeah, you want a story? I could do a book on her.
That's great. And when you left the group to go do a solo act, right? Because someone had seen you, they wanted you to be a solo. Did that create a lot of tension, friction between the sisters back then?
You know, is the Pope Catholic? Yes, no, it did. But I had been discovered by 2 different companies within 1 week. So it was kind of like my turn to go. Elektra Records came and saw the band. They didn't want the band. They wanted me, offered me a solo contract. The same week, Mickey Most came to Detroit, saw the band, didn't want the band, wanted me. So really kind of a no-brainer that it's your time to move ahead, you know?
Yeah. Barbara Schmidt writes in, greetings from Germany. Great star here in Europe. So we got folks watching from all over now. Nice. Everybody just so happy to see you. And listen, I'll tell you what, you know, you're just as energetic as you were 50 years ago when you know, or 58 years ago, let me say. 58 years ago.
I don't know when this is going to stop. Just to finish, I'll just tell you, when my mother was a mother, and she was very strict, and dentists and doctors and da-da-da. And I went for one of my yearly checkups with the doctor. And I was listening. I heard him talking to my mother. So, of course, I got curious. I'm only 8. And I heard him say to her, you ready for this?
Go ahead.
Mrs. Quatro, whatever you do, don't give that child vitamins. And there I rest my case. That's it. And I remember going, what's he talking about? I know what he's talking about.
Susie, listen, we have so many legendary actors and musicians come through on this show over the last year. We were very excited to have you on. We're so glad we got it done. And
my pleasure.
Listen, just keep doing it, young lady. I mean, you're still a sex symbol, whether you want to be or not. So take that with you.
71, I finally accept that accolade.
You should.
Listen,
you should.
Keep shaking your ass because they're still cheering.
That's right.
Susie, thank you so much. And ladies and gentlemen, the album is The Devil in Me. Go get it. It's available anywhere you get your music. So Suzi Quatro is here. She's never been gone, and she's going to be around for a while. Susie, thank you so much.
We love you, Susie.
We love you too. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, Philly, what an honor to have her on, huh?
Wow. Wow.
She was great. She was really great.
Oh my God. Just a bundle of energy, man. And a joy to speak with. So yeah.
What happened initially was when we were waiting for her to come on the original show, we got our time periods mixed up. I was right, but she had the wrong time. It was just a miscommunication. That's why she didn't show up.
Right.
I was a little nervous because I thought, either she fell asleep or God forbid, I didn't want anything to be wrong. So
sure.
I sent her a message this morning and she said, "Oh no, I had it in for, Thursday night or whatever." But listen, she was just, those are the kind of guests you want to have. I mean, amazing energy. She was talking about Cruella, where she mentioned her song before that. And before the show, I was just telling you that for next Tuesday, Paul Walter Hauser, who just steals the movie in Cruella, such a funny guy. That's him in the movie on the left. If he looks familiar to Cobra Kai fans, he's also in Cobra Kai now. And Paul Walter Hauser is coming on next Tuesday, June 15th live. So Philly Kid,
nice.
Great opportunity. And listen, you sang it for her without the music, but I was going to play her this one.
Our love is alive, and so we begin. Foolishly laying our hearts on the table, stumbling in. Our love is a flame burning within. Now and then firelight will catch us stumbling in. Wherever you go, whatever you do, you know these reckless thoughts of mine are following you.
That's nice.
Our love is alive. Yeah.
Stumbling in. You hit it nice with that one. That was a good tune. You had the gruffness and the voice going there. It's pretty good. Meanwhile, how about Oh Candida? I think we busted over 100,000 views in 2 days on that thing.
Yeah, it's killing it. It's killing it.
Oh my God. Unbelievable. Listen, Philly Kid, we have a show obviously coming up later tonight.
Right.
We'll be back at 7:30 with Melissa Manchester and Jeff Coffey, the former lead singer of Chicago. So you, me, I think Sook's going to be able to join us later. I'm not sure yet. You may be co-hosting, but we'll see.
Let me know.
We'll take what we did today and match it up with the beautiful young lady singing last night, and we'll send that one out. But listen, while we're here, dude, you might as well bang out one or two of them, no?
Hey, you know me, team player. Team player.
Never have to ask you twice.
Yeah, and I was kind of inspired by Susie. This is, she sang a lot of Elvis, and she was inspired by Elvis. So I got a couple of Elvis songs I'll knock out here real quick.
Go ahead, baby.
Well, oh, bless my soul, what's wrong with me? I'm itching like a man on a fuzzy tree. My friends say I'm acting wild as a bug. I'm in love. I'm all shook up. Yeah. Well, my hands are shaky and my knees are weak. I can't seem to stand on my own 2 feet. Who do you think of when you have such luck? I'm in love. I'm all shook up. Yeah. Well, please don't ask me what's on my mind. I'm a little mixed up, but I'm feeling fine. When I'm with a girl I love so much, is to have that girl that I love so fine. She touched my hand and what a chill I got. Her lips are like a volcano that's hot. I'm proud to say she's my buttercup. I'm in love. I'm all shook up. Yeah.
I'm in love. I'm all sugar. Phil, when's your Facebook page back again?
Allegedly in 6 days.
So what I'm trying to understand is, so I know you got hacked and the page got suspended for 30 days, but what's the point of the punishment of the suspension of the 30 days? Like, hey, don't screw around or we could take this away from you, kind of like they did with Donald Trump. They took away his whole Facebook page, which, by the way, okay, listen, I love him for the entertainment. And I kind of miss his tweets, if you want to know the truth, because he always entertained me with his craziness. And I know there's a freedom of speech issue by taking Donald Trump's Facebook page away for 2 years. And then on the other side, well, the Constitution says freedom of speech, yes. Inciting violence with that speech, no, you can't go in a crowded theater and yell fire, putting people in danger. So, I know there's a fine line there. But for you, what was the point of, I mean, and you're not going to have an answer because no one told you. What was the point of suspending the page for 30 days? Just let you change your information and your password. Like, why? I just didn't get why they had to suspend the page.
Yeah, I don't know. And that's the thing about hackers. They can get in and do all kinds of crazy stuff. And, I don't know what he did. Or whatever. I don't know what happened. And
well, I mean, the good thing is last time you got hacked, they put up all this crazy stuff. Even when they hacked you this last time, nothing new has been put up on that page.
Correct.
Since one of your last videos.
Correct.
So,
So that's a good thing. Yeah, that's a good thing.
All right. So yeah, we'll get it, you get it back one of these days and you get I know you're all the stuff that your fans on that page have been missing, you'll just pop it over and they'll get to see everything.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We'll be back to normal here in about a week or so. So yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, coming up tonight at 7:30, again, Melissa Manchester is joining us. She's got new music. Jeff Coffey is here. He's former lead singer of Chicago, so we got another great show tonight. And then tomorrow, Dennis DeYoung, the lead singer of Styx, is coming on. I mean, geez Louise.
Wow.
So yeah, so it's all good. It's all good. Philly Kid, give us another tune, and then we'll wrap up, and we'll be back again tonight.
Will do. This is another song that Suzi did on Happy Days.
The Fonzie?
No, not the Fonzie.
Oh, all right. Because I'll sit here. I'll go like this, like Fonzie did.
This one goes something like this. Well, since my baby left me, well, I found a new place to dwell. Well, it's down at the end of Lonely Street at Heartbreak Hotel, where I'll be so lonely, baby. I'll be so lonely. I'll be so lonely I could die. Although it's always crowded, you still can find some room for broken-hearted lovers to cry there in the gloom. Well, I'll be so lonely, baby. Well, they're so lonely. They'll be so lonely they could die. Well, the bellhop's tears keep flowing. The desk clerks dressed in black. They've been so long on Lonely Street, they're never coming back. Oh, baby, they'll be so lonely, baby. Well, they're so lonely. They'll be so lonely you could die. Well, if your baby leaves you, you have a sad tale to tell. Just take a walk down Lonely Street to Heartbreak Hotel. I'll be so lonely, baby. You'll be so lonely. You'll be so lonely you could die. Well, though it's always crowded, you still can find some room for broken-hearted lovers to cry there in the gloom. And they'll be so lonely, baby. They're gonna be so lonely. They'll be so lonely they could die. Yeah.
Well, since my baby left me,
Boom, boom,
I found a new place to dwell.
boom, boom.
You know, Phil, when you look at Suzi from these pictures, I mean, she was a sex symbol back in those days. She had a different kind of hairstyle, a rocker hairstyle. But she really did have like that, you know, sexiness to her because she wore the leather. And even in the pictures with her sisters, I mean, they were all beautiful women back then.
Yes.
And you know, you could see and here she is with her bass guitar. She's still rocking.
She's
right?
still very sexy to me.
I mean,
so, yes.
She was a bundle of energy, and she was right, man. Don't feed her any more vitamins. She didn't need it.
No.
But anyway, Philly Kid, listen, we're going to be back tonight, still rocking the #1 spot on Stir. I'll let you know if that ever changes, or maybe I won't. But we'll be back tonight at 7:30. Everybody hit that share button on the show. We love you for watching here, middle of the day. And Philly Kid, let's give him a good old good day.
Good night, sweet.
No, Phil. No, it's not good night. It's good day, sweet.
Oh, yes, you're right. Good day, sweetheart. Whoa, it's time to go.
Nah.
Good day, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go.
Wah.
We hate to leave you, but we really must say, oh, good day, sweetheart. Good day.